Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with another first impressions type of video on a foundation, and today it's the Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the go. Okay, so you know, cushion foundations have hit the US probably like, I don't know, the last couple years, and they're supposed to be like these lightweight, really nice, compact type of foundation. So I'm going to give this one a go. All right. And this says, it doesn't really say much. I got it off of Amazon. I got the shade 60 Cocoa, usually in the Maybelline foundations, and the L'Oreal's the Cocoa kind of. I just got the darkest shade I could find. Got off of Amazon. And it says, our first fresh face liquid foundation in a cushion. Press onto sponge, pat onto face, and blend using small taps. That's what it says. I do know by just liquid foundations, they're usually a little bit more illuminating, a little bit more lightweight. They're not full coverage. Usually very comfortable on the skin. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. What I'm going to test is just how long it lasts, how well it does, and just how it looks on the skin. All right, with that being said, I am going to use a primer. I have already put on my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. The reason for that is I am going out, but the reason for that is I'm never going to wear foundation without a primer. It wouldn't be fair to you if I just tested this straight on the skin, and I never wear stuff like that. I never wear my foundation without setting it with powder. So I'll do the things I normally do, the everyday products I normally use, and we can still test the difference because this will still be the variable. All right? Yeah, so I'm also not going to do half and half with a beauty blender or with a brush, because this comes with its own little sponge that you're supposed to use, and so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. I have not even took the little sticker off. So you get this little cushiony. It's not so much as a puff. It's more of a feel. I can't explain, like a foam. It feels like the triangle makeup sponges, like the triangular ones, the wedge makeup sponges. That's what it feels like, and you're supposed to pat the foundation onto the skin. So we're gonna see. I did already do my brows because that's what I do. And so you get that. It sits in its own little tray, and then you pop the tray off, and then the foundation. So if you've never heard of a cushion foundation, don't understand, what happens is I'm gonna peel this. And what happens is there's a sponge in here, and there's a sponge soaked with foundation, soaked with product. And, oh, let me not throw that away yet. Soaked with product, and when you press on it, the product comes through the sponge, and my phone's ringing, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. So you press down on the foundation, and you press down on the sponge, and the foundation comes through. So I got one shade. Hopefully it's a match. Usually the darkest shade in Maybelline foundations works for me. I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy Maybelline's foundations. So I hope I like this one. Although I like a fuller coverage than what these light cushion foundations give you. And I like a little bit more of a matte finish than what these cushion foundations give you. But we're going to go ahead and give it a try anyway. So again, I got the shade Cocoa. Let's hope it works. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out. Got my mirror here to do that. So I'm going to press down a little bit. It looks kind of cool toned. But let's see. No, it should match. So I'm going to pat this on my skin. It's so weird. I'm going to pat it on. Actually, like on the cheek area so we can see. Alright, so I'm going to pat it right here on this cheek. Honestly, it's a little bit more coverage than I thought it would be. This padding is annoying already, but it's a little bit more coverage than I thought it would be. The color matches okay, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. Okay, so one half of my face, this half has the foundation on, this half does not. It is a very, very, I'm gonna say skin-like type of finish to it. It is more coverage than I thought it would be. It's a little bit more coverage than, say, a BB cream. As far as this tone, it still appears a little cool to me. I'm not sure how it's coming off on camera. But it's alright. I'm not a fan of like this whole padding. It's taking forever. But I'm still a little surprised about the finish. I mean, not the finish, the coverage. It's alright. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face and see if I can build up any areas. And so let's go ahead and do that. Alright. So, it's not that bad. It's not as illuminating or not as fresh and wet as I thought it would be as initial application, like putting it on. Not too bad. Oh my god, this padding will get annoying though. It can build up pretty decently, but again, this is not meant to be a full coverage situation. If you're someone that doesn't wear a lot of face product but wants something to even it out, this could be it, but still give you some coverage. Like my face, I can tell I have foundation on, and I'm really impressed with that element of it. But as far as just like, also, how much do you get in here? Because I'm a person that puts on a lot of damn foundation, and you get 0.51 ounces, so you don't get a fluid ounce. You get about half that will be in a standard bottle of liquid foundation. So, I mean, I guess it's, but then you got, it soaks up on the sponge, so I don't know. But I don't mind the finish. I don't mind the color match. It's perfectly fine. I don't mind the finish of it. I need a little bit more coverage for Candace, but I'm going to see how long it wears throughout the day. I'm going to go ahead and finish my face makeup and tell you what else I added to this, and I'll be right back. Alright? Okay, so I finished my face products. I wanted to keep it a little bit light and fresh looking, if you will. So I did put some concealer on because this foundation, while the coverage was more than what I expected, it still was not a medium or full by any means. So I went ahead and concealed a little bit with my Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Deep, but it's pretty brightening under the eyes, and I set with some of the Dream Wonder powder. This video is not sponsored by Maybelline in any way, but I figured, okay, use related products. Dream Wonder powder in the shade 95 Coconut went under my eyes, and then lightly, so lightly, I dusted my face with some of the NYX No Filter powder. I love this powder. Dusted it very lightly. All these products that I just put on my face in addition to the foundation, I know how they perform. I know what to expect from them. So any changes, any different things, any variables, any things that I know would be the variable, I know it would be the foundation. And I also lightly contour with my Black Radiance Contour Kit. So it's now 1:25. I am heading out. I'm going to remember to carry my camera with me. So I should be able to get like at least 8 hours with this ish. At least. So to check in with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes, but I'm gonna do that because that's gonna be a tutorial for another video, for another look, but you'll see it later in my check-in. So yeah, so I'll be back a little bit later. Let's see how this goes. Alright, y'all, so this is crazy. I got my phone flashlight. So it is, I look scary, like the Blair Witch Project. So it is what time is it? 8:50. And the foundation has been on my face for, what is that, 7 hours? Over 7 hours, 7.5 hours. And I have not touched up at all. I'm going to do a check-in at like 8 hours. By the time we get home, it'll be another hour or so. But I didn't touch up, and it's not bad. My nose is oily, shiny, but the makeup has stayed intact. It has, I mean, again, still, like, the coverage is not completely full coverage, but what coverage it gave me has stayed intact. It didn't fade off in any spots. The oil is really, really shiny there in my nose. I don't know if you can tell. You can tell now. But it really, didn't break down at all. So I look so creepy with this light. We're gonna go home. I'm gonna check in with you right before I take it off. But I didn't do like a mid check, like a 5 or 6 hour check, because I was hanging out. But I haven't touched up at all. So I'll go home so you guys can see it in the light, and I'll check back in. There's Nelson, but it's dark. There he is. Hey guys, so it is 10 something, and this foundation has been on for 9 hours. I did an update in the car, and now I'm doing the last one. Foundation's been on for 9 hours. Right? 9 hours. I'm not mad at it. It's not as much coverage as I would like, but I don't see any break down like any significant changes. I will say this. Under the eyes where I put the concealer on, I don't know if it can handle like all those layers like under the eyes because it's meant to be so light. Where my concealer is, it's a little broken down. Where I use like the concealing powder that I use tend to not break down. So I don't know if it's just a combination of having all those products on, but my blush is still in, my highlight, all of that is still there, intact, hanging on, no issues. I wound up taking my lip off. This eye look lasted pretty well throughout the day. That is a tutorial that will be coming up soon. But my nose is super shiny because, yeah, that's my nose. And I haven't blotted or done anything else. But other than my nose, I mean, look at my forehead. Very nice. I'm not mad at it. So overall, like the first impression of it, I'm going to give it about a B. B+. The reason why I'm not giving it an A because it's just not as much coverage as I was like. But it doesn't claim to have all that coverage. I guess it's not a doc for it though. I guess it's not a doc. But yeah, I guess I can't dock it if that's not a claim and I'm saying it doesn't do something that it doesn't claim to do. Yeah. So I guess I can't dock it. So now I don't know what my letter grade is. But anyway, I'm not mad at it. Will use this foundation again because it did give my face a very nice natural look to it, even though, you know, my makeup ain't never natural, but you know what I'm trying to say. Very nice, not too heavy. I really wish, I'm going to have to figure out other concealers and other powders to do under the eyes to really give that the coverage that I need because this foundation doesn't add any coverage to that area for me. But other than that, the rest of the areas, I don't see any breakdown. Even with the oil on my nose, the makeup is still intact, and I can definitely appreciate that. I didn't try to touch up with this because after I set my face with powder and do blush and everything, the idea of putting something wet back on my face kind of freaks me out. So yeah, this Dream Cushion, I'm enjoying the Maybelline Dream line as on the whole anyway. But yeah, they did all right with this. So I actually stopped at Walgreens on the way home because I had to pick up a gift card for somebody for Christmas. And I saw in my store, this I got off Amazon, but this I saw in my store, they had the new concealer and the new color correcting palette from Maybelline. So I shall do, I don't know how to do first impressions, but I'm going to be testing those out and come to you guys with a review on those very soon or whenever. But yeah, so thanks for checking out this first impressions. Do you have any questions, comments, concerns about what I talked about in the video? Feel free to leave them down below, and I love you all, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.